Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Karakenitis here with the Alex Karakenitis Lending Team. Welcome to another edition of our business development series. Today, we're going to cover one of my favorite topics, and that is time management. The title of this webinar is Creating Your Perfect Work Week. And I am a firm believer of creating an idea of what a perfect sales week would look like and actually putting that down on paper. So this is going to be very tactical information. This is based on years and years of coaching and mentoring I've received, the books that I've read, just really high level top producer stuff here, people that I follow and look up to, and everybody that I talk to, and even in my business as it has evolved over the last 10 years plus, whenever I'm really on point with my schedule, and I'm talking daily schedule, even to the minute, it gives me great results and just a great impact on my business and my personal life. So let's go ahead and get started. For those of you who don't know me, just a quick bio. I'm in the lending industry, been in the mortgage space as a loan officer, branch manager, producing branch manager, going now on 13 years. I've helped over 1,500 families plus now, going on 2,000 with their mortgage financing. Born and raised originally in Chicago, currently married, love my wife to death, been with her for 12 plus years, and have 3 beautiful children. Been a core coaching student now, on and off for about 5 or 6 years. Currently a producing branch manager, have a great team. I do 2 VA seminars and webinars a month. My biggest passion, though, is going to be business development and marketing. Love working out, love CrossFit, love eating well, and reading books, traveling, just love the great life. So for those of you who do not know me, quick bio. But let's get right into it right now. You should all have a blank template called the Ideal Work Week. And if you don't have this template, because I'd like for you guys to have this blank, and then you guys could fill in the blanks. Email me. Go to my website right here, mylenderalex.com, and there's a contact us form. Fill that out. It'll get emailed to me with your information, and request this template here blank. But we're going to start with a blank canvas, and we're going to fill in the blanks. And if you look on the screen here, we're going to have all these time blocks. I believe in having activities blocked off in your calendar. It's not about managing time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's about managing our activities in the day, specifically per every half hour. I mean, I'm as detailed as what time I get up. I actually get up at 4 a.m. Monday through Friday right here. So my day starts at 4 a.m. and Monday through Friday typically goes all the way up to 9 or 10 o'clock. And every category or every block you see here is filled out in half-hour increments. So again, if you don't have this blank, email me on my website. I'll get it over to you. But for this class, we're going to fill this in. So we're going to start off. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our personal time. I'm a huge believer that when you start off a perfect week or a schedule or a week at a glance, start off with personal time first. What that means is, what time do you get up, number one, and what time do you go to bed, and all your personal activities. Are you spending any alone time? When is it? What are you doing? Put that in there first. Are you working out? When are you working out? What days of the week? What time? When are you reading? How long are you reading? Personal activities go into your perfect work week or your schedule first. Okay? We're going to start there. So do that first. Next, you're going to go in, and I love this, family and date night. I have a date night every Friday with my wife. It's an amazing experience we have together. We are both so busy with kids and family, and me with business and everything that's going on in our lives, that if we don't set this date night once a week, it's not going to happen. So right now, start off by putting in, if you're married, a date night at least once a week. And it doesn't have to be going out to dinner every week. It could be making dinner at home together. It could be going to a movie. It could be taking a walk. It doesn't matter, but put a date night in there once a week. I do mine on Fridays in the evening from 6:30 to 8, and then put a family day in there as well. This has changed my life also. I have 3 kids. I have an older one and 2 younger ones. So if I don't set time to have a nice family interaction date or day with them, It's just the weeks and the days just go by. So I have a day date with my daughter every Saturday. It's just her and I, and we spend a couple hours together taking walks or going to the park. It's amazing. I have a once a week day workout with my oldest son, and we hit it hard, and he usually beats my butt, but that's what keeps me young, and we have that planned once a week. So have a family day and have a date night if you're married or you have a significant other planned in your schedule. So personal time first, family date night, and day date second. That's how we start, by filling in the blanks in the schedule. Okay, now we're going to get into some work stuff. So this is third on our list. But I'm a huge believer in having a start time and an end time. Start time for me is Monday through Friday. I'm in the office at 8:30 a.m. That's my start time. End time for me, it changes. Some days during the week I have a later end time. I'm out in the field more during the day. And then in the evenings I have late appointments. Sometimes during the week I have a shorter end time. But I have a designated start time and end time for my week every single day. It doesn't have to be the same. It could be different depending on the days. You could have 2 early days and 2 late days. You could have 2, you start late and you end early, or you end late. It doesn't matter. Just look at your schedule and pick a start time, pick an end time. This class is geared, this is an open class mainly for anybody in the sales profession, in my opinion, because this is universal principles that I'm talking about. But I work mainly with realtors. I'm in the lending space. A lot of my clients are realtors. And the problem with our world, both lending and real estate, is that it gives us a lot of flexibility and freedom. Freedom sometimes is an illusion, because it makes you believe that you could do whatever you want. But the problem is freedom creates a lot of chaos. I believe the reality is, if you want true freedom, you need structure and systems. So structure is a start time and an end time, and we're going to fill in the blanks here with a lot of systems. But have a start time, have an end time. If you're a real estate agent or a real estate professional and you're listening and watching this webinar, I would have one day out of the weekend off. Typically, a lot of my high-level, top-producing agents, they'll take a Sunday off. They'll work Saturday or they'll work Sunday, one of the two, but they'll take one of those days off. In my world, in my space, on the lending, I take weekends off. So I work Monday through Friday, and typically my Fridays now are half days. But I've planned that, and I built up to that, and I've scheduled that, and I have a big team that supports me and caters and serves my clients. So same in your world. I don't know what industry you're in. It doesn't really matter. Set the tone for what your week is going to look like. Are you working 5 days a week? Are you working 4? Are you working 6? For sure, take one full day off, but have a start time and an end time. Okay. Next, we're going to go to power hour. This is one of the most important times of our days. I don't care what industry you're in, specifically in lending and real estate. We need to spend time on the phone prospecting. So most important time we have in our day. The most important activity we as professionals have is prospecting on the phone to meet new clients, set up an appointment. So set up 2 hours minimum a day, 10 hours minimum a week of power hours, I call it. You're on the phone and you're outbound calling your database. And I'll talk more about some lists and specific people that we call. But you got to set this. Mine are typically in the morning. I have my team meeting at 9:15. It's usually about 20 to 30 minutes. 9:45, I'm done. I have about a 15-minute buffer where I'm looking at emails, just catching up real quick. And then from about 10 a.m. to noon, typically Monday through Friday, I'm making outbound proactive calls and I'm prospecting. Put this in your calendar, 2 hours minimum a day. Some of my high-level professionals that I mentor with and collaborate with, they're prospecting 4 or 5 hours a day. They delegate almost 90% of their workload, and all they're doing is prospecting. That's pretty much all we should be doing every single day, is prospecting. So 2 hours minimum a day, 10 hours minimum a week. Put it in your calendar, prospect, schedule it, and then we rock and roll from there. Next, you should at least have one event minimum a week that you're going to. So here's break breads, go to events. So let's talk about events real quick. One event minimum a week that you're going to. That could be a happy hour that you're going to or you're hosting. That could be a networking event, a BNI meeting, a Chamber of Commerce meeting. That could be a workshop you're attending or a workshop you're giving, a seminar you're attending, a seminar you're giving. You could be doing a class like this. You could be attending a class like this. It doesn't matter. Minimum one event a week. Have that scheduled in your calendar. minimum 1. Break breads, you want to have at least 5 break breads set up in your calendar a week. That's 5. Break breads in my world consist of having a coffee meeting, having a lunch meeting, going to a happy hour, that's considered a break bread, having dinner with a great client or referral partner. You want to have at least 5 of these scheduled a week in your calendar. If you're not having lunch with somebody, your lunch is really fast by yourself, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. The rest of the week, the rest of the time, your goal is to have a lunch scheduled with somebody, a referral partner, a prospect you're going after, a really good client, 5 of them a week, okay? Schedule them in your calendar. Appointment times. You want to have appointment times, okay, in my world, lending and in the real estate space, you want to have scheduled appointment times in your calendar. I have 12 designated appointment times or slots set up in my calendar, 4 days a week, 3 times, 4 days a week, that's 12. So in theory, I could meet with and have loan consultations 48 times in 1 month. That's a lot, 48 times. So in the best case scenario, in a best case world, I could meet with and have a loan consultation 48 times in 1 month. So you want to have these time slots set up in your calendar. So when a client or a prospect is reaching out to you, or in my case, my team, and wants to meet with me to talk about their loan options to get pre-approved for a home loan, my team will set up that appointment in one of my designated time slots that's in my calendar. The goal for me and my team in my world is to have 12 of them set up every single week. Those are typically done in the afternoons, Monday through Thursday. So again, when you're filling out your calendar and you're filling out your schedule, fill in the blanks for your appointment times. I promise you, people will follow your rules. Just like when you call a dentist, just like when you call a doctor and you need to set up an appointment, you don't tell them what time you could come in. You actually have to fill in one of their slots. You call the receptionist or the nurse or whoever's answering the phone calls. You let them know you need to set up a time with Dr. John here. The nurse or the receptionist is going to look at doctor's calendar. Typically, it's about a week or 2 weeks out, and they're going to fill in an appointment based on his or her availability. That's how our professions should work as well. It works really, really well in my world. I'm positive it'll work very, very well in your world as well. Set up appointment times. Okay, let's talk about a couple lists here. This is specifically for the prospecting power hour time slots that I talked about. In my opinion, the 2 best lists that you can have are the top 50 favorite people list and the top 50 best past client list. This is my opinion. If you have a list of 100 of these people, I guarantee your production, your business will go through the roof because these are your best people. In my world, the top 50 favorite people, or a VIP list is what I call it, are my best and favorite referral partners. They're business professionals, they're entrepreneurs, they're connectors. They love working with me, they trust me, they respect me, they like me, they're close to my family, I'm close to their family, and we're very close to each other. You want to have this list and you want to have it broken down with what industry they're in, their dates of birth, when are they born, their hobbies, their interests, emails, phone numbers, address, so you can mail to them. You want to mail them something once a month. You want to call them I'd say every 6 weeks you want to call every one of these people. There's a system that I use, and I'll share that with you in a slide coming up. You want to send them birthday cards and presents. You want to invite them to your happy hours and networking events. These are your top 50 VIPs, your best people. If you call them and they see your number, they're going to answer it. They're going to call you back. That's how important these people are. So you want to call these people. You want to break bread with these people. And again, there's a system of what I do coming up in the next slide. Same concept and idea with your past clients. These are your best past clients. I have families that I've done second and third generation loans for. I have people that I've done 3, 4 loans for. These are in my past client list. These people will refer me business and have referred me business, and I want to take care of them as well. This top 100 list could build you a fortune, and it could build you an empire where you could build off this list right here, because these are your best referral partners. Okay, so create 2 lists. This is your top club right here. This is how we're going to go after this list. On Mondays, you're going to call 10 to 12 of your top 50 favorite people. So if you follow this system, you'll call these people once probably every 4 or 5 weeks. And remember, you're not calling these people, like I'm not calling John, for example, every 4 weeks and he's answering. Sometimes he's not going to answer. Sometimes it's going to go to his voicemail. I'm going to leave him a good message. Okay, but I'm going to call him once every 4 or 5 weeks and just check in and see how he's doing. Maybe ask him some stuff about his family. Maybe see if he watched a sporting event, right? Maybe invite him to an event that I'm having. I'm going to add them also to my monthly mailer, and every month they're going to get something from me. It could be a postcard. It could be a letter. On their birthdays, they're going to get a birthday video or a call from me. They're going to get a present from me. You follow me? It's a great system. It works. These people will remember you. You will stay top of mind. And when there's a referral opportunity, either for them to refer me or me to refer them, it will happen. So that's your top 50 favorite people. That's the system we do on Mondays. Your top 50 best past clients. There's another system we do on Thursdays. So you're going to call 10 to 12 of your best past clients every single Thursday. Same idea, same concept. You're just checking in. How's the family? How's everything going? Anything I can help you with? Naturally, the conversation is going to go where it goes, and vice versa. If they have a referral, they're going to send it to me. If I have a referral, I'm going to send it to them. They're going to get something from me once a month. They're going to get a birthday card, a gift, a call, a video. They're going to get invited to my client appreciation event twice a year, and that's how you work the top 50 best past client list. It's an awesome list to have. Next category that I love as far as lists is building a database. My idea of a database and what I've been taught from the coaching company that I've been with for years, the Core, and just a lot of other mentors is you don't want to go too big on a database list. This is not a farm. This is max, I'd say 400 people. You can't be in a relationship with 400 people. You could barely be in a relationship with 50, let alone 400. So you want to keep this max 400 people. You want to call your database twice per year minimum. An easy system that I've learned is called the alphabet or letter of the week system. So you're going to call it a letter of the alphabet once a week. So you're going to go A 1 week, B 1 week, C 1 week. You're going to do that twice, and that's going to be touching your database 2 times a year. Or you're going to do that once going 26 weeks, then you're going to do it again another 26 weeks. You're going to keep notes on your conversation so you can remember what you talked about, and you're going to mail to these people once a month. You're going to call them twice a year. You're going to email them once a month. It's an awesome system to have. This system alone on your database could give you a return, call it 10% return minimum. If I have 400 people, I can get 40 transactions out of this system right here alone. Minimum, I get more than that, but minimum a year, 40 extra transactions. Database system, great system. Okay, let's go to a quick little time management tactic. Little time management tip that makes a big difference. Voicemail greetings. For everybody here that uses their voicemail, the best way, in my opinion, that I've learned over the years is use your voicemail greeting as a direction to give people that are calling you for how you run your day or how you run your business. For me, in my situation, if you call my cell phone, typically I don't answer my cell phone. I've been taught from one of my mentors, Chuck Bauer, a great guy. If you guys haven't looked him up, chuckbauer.com, business coach, very tactical business coach, but he taught me to run a silent office, and I didn't really agree with him. I thought you had to pick up your phone every time. A silent office basically means that your office doesn't ring. There's no incoming calls. There are only outbound calls. So I have a slight variance of that philosophy that he taught me, and I don't really answer my cell phone. I'm more into text messaging if you need me, and I have a coding system that I use depending on how important your message to me is and how important the time frame of when you need me to call you back is. You'll tell me it's either an A, B, or C, and I'll respond accordingly. But my voicemail greeting lets everybody know how to get a hold of me, or my team for that matter, more importantly. If it's a question on a loan and process or you want to get into my calendar, it gives people on my voicemail direction of who to call and how to go about doing that. If they need to get a hold of me right away, they could text me and they could let me know how important that message is, and I'll get a hold of them as soon as I can. Use your voicemail greeting to dictate to your audience of how you want them to get a hold of you or what you want them to do. The greeting, the old school greeting of, hey, sorry I missed your call, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, That's past. That doesn't work anymore. You need to give people direction, and they'll follow direction. Hi, this is Alex Karajanides. Today is Thursday. I have appointments the entire day today. I have barely time to breathe today. If you need to get a hold of me, please call my team or call my assistant. They'll fill you into my calendar. If you need me to get back to you, text me with the urgency of what you need, or leave a message here, and I'll return my calls twice today. Once in the afternoon after lunch, and once towards the end of business. This is just an idea. I'm just role playing out loud here. But script a good voicemail greeting. Have 2, 3, 4, 5 of them already recorded. That way, depending on what day it is, you could just press a button on your cell phone and it'll have that voicemail greeting up for the day. And use your greeting as an assistant or as a way to teach your clients and referral partners how to get a hold of you and how to do business with you. Great little tip that I learned. Another tip that I learned that I started following, and it's a very simple tactic, is print out your schedule. Print out your daily schedule for the day. I use Outlook. It's free, and people have no idea how powerful Outlook is, especially Outlook 2010 and Outlook 2014. It's basically a CRM on steroids. But in a nutshell, print out your daily schedule and color code everything. If you're looking at the screen, I love color coding. This is just an example of one, but I love color coding my day. My green times are always green. My personal time is always gold. My business development time is always blue. You get the idea. My red time, my administrative time is always red. But color code your schedule, print this out, and have it on your desk every night before you leave, and have one with you where you take it with you. So you should have 2 of these, and follow this schedule. Right? When you get up, when you're doing your power hours, when you have your appointments, fill in the blanks and use this. Print it out every single day. It's done wonders for my business, done wonders for my life, and I recommend it to everybody. So that's all I have. I tried to go very tactical and very fast. I don't want to bore anybody here. So I hope you guys have at least taken some notes. Watch this class again. Take notes if you didn't. These are very tactical strategies that I've learned that work. They made a huge difference in my personal life and my business life. I highly, highly recommend you watch this webinar a couple times. Take notes, fill in the blanks. If you don't have the Week at a Glance blank canvas sheet, please go to my website. Email me off my website. Let me know you need it. I'll send it to you. If you have any other questions or want to spend some one-on-one time with me or talk with me on the phone about more of these tactics, you can send me an email or text me, or call me on this number, and we can set up an appointment. My assistant will put you in my calendar. We can set it up. My passion is business development. My passion is catering and serving my client base and my referral partners. So again, I hope you got a lot out of this. All the best in your future, and God bless, and hopefully we'll catch up really, really soon. Bye for now.